Hello. Hello, hello. How is everybody? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm trying to find my video, so bear with me for just a moment. When you pop on, say hello, so I know that you're here. Hopefully I'm in the right group. There we are. Hey, Faith. Hey, Jude. Hey, Teresa. Good afternoon, everybody. What's up? Hey, hey, hey. I'm like, what's crack-a-lackin'? Okay, so here's the deal. We're going to do some weird and different things. Hey, April! It's so nice to see you guys. So here's the deal. We're going to do some silly things with these dodo birds. So I've stamped a whole bunch of them. And so this is from the new release that released yesterday. And hey, Sandy Ladoohoo. Hey, Jennifer. You made it. Yay! Betty, hello. So this is from the new release yesterday. This is called What's Up, Dodo? So here's the What's Up, Dodo. And it says, I came, I saw, I made it awkward. Sorry I was a dodo. And then thanks to Jen Pargros, it says, wake me up before you dodo. She came up with that one and it just cracked me up. So now, of course, there's an earworm and you get to sing it. So hooray. Hey, Linda Loohoo. So there's little eggs and there's two little dodos and there's all kinds of funsies that you can have happening there. I also wanted to show you that, especially to go with the dodos, we have this really cool die in the shop and it's an egg. But I've seen people do some really cool stuff with it. Like if you cut out multiple colors of brown and you cut them like here, it makes a perfect nest. There's all different kinds of really cool things you can do with it. You can even do that this direction and you can invert some of the, layers and stuff, like just cut it in half and invert them. And you can make a little nest that way too. Super fun. So it's an egg, it's a nest, it's all kinds of good stuff. I even saw somebody make a wreath out of this. It was super cute too. So, these are in the store as well under metal dies. Just wanted to show you that. But let's color. That's what we're here for, right? We want to color. Hello, Carrie. Hello, Nona. Yay, dodo coloring. Nona is Mickey Harmer, and Aunt Candy is obviously her sister, Candy. And then there's Mama Sherry. And we went to breakfast, and so they all got their release like a week early. So they have their stamps in hand. It pays to live close. Dawn, hello, Dawn. I miss you. I haven't talked to you in so long. Hey, Carrie. Can somebody tag Christina Rudder? She's trying to find the video and can't find it. Sandy, can you also see if there's approvals that need to happen? Because some people aren't in this group yet. So like if you can't tag Christina. Oh, yeah. See, she is in the group. There you go. Yay. Thank you, Sandy. So can you kind of monitor the approvals just in case people are trying to find this? Guys, if you could share this video, that would be amazing for me. The more people watching, obviously, the better. Dawn knows that because Dawn always has a ton of people watching her videos. If you don't, you should. Dawn's a fun one to watch and she colors all the time. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, okay, here we go. We're going to color some dodos. So we're going to color some different things. And we're just going to have some fun. We're going to experiment. Not everything always works out. You need to keep that in mind. But I wanted to do some different things. and, you know, like give you guys some other ideas. Hey, Ree! So you're watching quietly. Very quietly. I know, Lori, I love the dodos too. So I'm going to start by doing kind of a rainbow dodo. I was going to color these like a red and orange, yellow, green, blue, you know, and so forth, and make a card. But I decided I want to do some different techniques. So we're going to do some color morphing techniques. We're going to do some like rainbow-ish techniques. We're going to do some fun things. I've stamped these all on Sweet Sentiment paper, of course, and you guys see the size of paper that I have. I don't have any full sheets, even personally. This is the only size of paper that I have. So I stamped them all on this size of paper. And they are stamped with Memento Desert Sand. So I'm going to start, and actually, you know what I'm going to do to make this easier is I'm going to cut the dodos apart. Okay. So I'm going to start with a red color blend. And if somebody wants to keep track, Cameron and Tyler are getting new phones right now, so they're going to be a little late to the live. Oh, baby Dom, squeeze his little cheeks for me. So I'm going to start with red. Oh, I know what I was saying, is if somebody is feeling super, like keeping up today, you can keep track of my markers if you wish, what I use. Nobody has to by any stretch of the imagination. But if you want to, you certainly can, and you can post them in the group if you wish. But we're going to be doing rainbows and stuff, so I'm going to warn you right now, I'm going to go through like a cubic ton of markers. So just fair warning for those of you that are going to, you know, want to try to keep track of all the markers that I'm using. Like, it's going to be a cubic ton of markers. There's 358 markers in a full Copic set, and I will probably be using like 300 of them. Not even gonna lie. That shouldn't be a surprise to most of you who know me. Just throwing it out there. Faith, you got it? Okay, so that was R59, R59. Zoom in a little bit for you guys. And so what I did is I'm using the artist drawn lines for those tail feathers, and I'm just shading them in. I'm not worrying too much about making them look so much like feathers because he's very obviously a bird. So it's not, you're not going to have to oversell this a lot. I'm using R46, which is Sandy's favorite color of red. It's got like a pinkish base to it. So it's more of a pinky red color. It's absolutely beautiful. And I'm using that as my next marker. And I'm not filling everything in either. I'm just kind of leaving some texture there. Hey, soul sister. Ain't that Mr. on the radio? Thank you. Challenge if I made it. Well, hey, Christina. Hey, Cheryl. And then I'm using R14. R14 is, it's a little bit more on the orangey side, but when you pair it with R46, they work really well together. And I also want this to read a tiny bit orangey because I'm going to make him more orange. Like the next color is orange. Okay, so there's his big fluffy tail. Shake your tail feather. Kelly! Oh my gosh, hey girl! Okay, so orange and yellow. So when you're making a rainbow anything, you kind of want to, you know, follow in this direction. You want to go across horizontally or you want to go across vertically. You don't want to really mix those up. So I'm going to grab my orange blend, and I'm also going to grab my yellow blend, like, simultaneously. So my orange blend is going to be... Ooh, what do I want my orange blend to be? I got to plan this out. See, Dawn has everything all planned out. When she does her lives, I totally fly by the seat of my pants. Like, for real. You guys know this about me. YR21 is what I want. This shouldn't be a surprise to any of you. So, yes, that is the red blend. Thank you, Miss Jude. All right, and then my yellow blend is going to be Y19. Y06. And Y triple. Where is it? There we go. Okay. And then since I'm here, I'm going to pick green. So my green blend is going to be, how dark do I want to go? G19. Oh my gosh. Did you guys see my hand when my green refill exploded all over me? Yeah, that was fun times. YG09. And I'm going to go way up here to YG05. I'm skipping really far because the green is next to the yellow, and so I want them to kind of speak to each other. Good morning, Dawn. Hello, hello. All right, so that's what I'm going to choose for now. Okay, so here we go. I'm a ducks in a row kind of girl. Yes, you are, Dawn. And I'm a fly by the seat of my pants kind of girl. Okay, so my orange blend, I have YR18. Try to get that on the screen for you. Okay, so I'm going to put in my shadows for my orange. And I'm going to go all the way down his backside. Now, what we want to do is we kind of want to make this like color morph. So I'm also going to do his wing. And so we're going to blend all of these colors together to kind of make them morph from one color to the next, or kind of ombre across. So hopefully y'all will learn something fun and new. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. YR15 is my next one. And again, I'm just going to follow what I laid down before. Come back here. Because your shadows are not going to change. Where you're putting your shadows is always going to be the same. It's your colors that you're dealing with. So even though our colors are morphing from one to the other, the darkest colors still have to stay in the shadows, and the lightest colors still have to be in the highlight. This is YR21. Marker caps are really clicky loud when it's quiet, yes. You have a sleeping baby next to me. Oh, she has her grandbaby with her, Mr. Cooper. He's so stinking cute. He got a haircut today. He looks so handsome. And Ilea is a brand new mommy, and she has Mr. Dominic with her. They're watching coloring. Okay, so the reason that rainbows work well when you're doing shading like this is they actually, so red is dark, orange is midtone, yellow is highlight. Then you can do purple as dark, blue as midtone, and green as highlight. So you can think about how you're going to do this in terms of your markers. He's 6 weeks old today. Aww. Y19 So this is the shadow color of my yellow. And I'm gonna connect to that orange. I'm gonna come up here and do his back, wherever those shadows would be. I'm gonna come along his wing. And just where the artist has those lines for where those feathers are, that's where I'm gonna come along. Okay, and then underneath this part of the wing, where it would be a shadow, I'm gonna add a little more depth here because his belly is rounded. Okay, so sometimes we have to switch back and forth between the colors some in order to get them to blend out well. Carrie calls dibs on the Rainbow Dodo. It's already been spoken for. It was nice of y'all to tune in, but Carrie's calling dibs. Carrie, you're so cute. How do you know it's going to turn out? What if it doesn't turn out? So see how I'm going over into that orange with this yellow? This is how we're going to kind of trick the eye into thinking that these colors have kind of morphed into one another. We're going to do that a little bit more with our next two colors. So you're totally doing this, Rainbow Dodo. Good. Y000, and I'm going to come across his belly or his back. Now I'm going to start kind of pushing that orange back. And the reason is because I want these colors to sort of morph together. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. This is what I'm talking about, how we have to trade the colors back and forth. So I'm going to leave the cap off of my Y000, and I'm going to go back to this YR21. That was my lightest orange. And while the paper's wet, I'm going to curve that in of that lightest orange towards the yellow. Then I'm going to go back to my Y000, Copic coloring is all about layers. Okay, if you feel like you're going a little bit too light, you can go into your Y06. That is the good thing about yellows. And see how that makes a much smoother transition? So don't be afraid to go back and forth with your colors. And it'll give you that nice smooth color gradient. Try not to oversaturate the paper because then you'll start getting like kind of white spots in it. But you've seen how much ink I just put down and I'm good. I'm not getting any white spots in my paper. I mean, and it's saturated. Okay, so now what I like to do is now that I have my red, orange, yellow, I want to work this direction. I like working from shadow to highlight. So I'm gonna pull out my purples and my blues. So purple's over here in this corner, and I'm gonna go fairly dark with my purples. I like BV08 is beautiful. Let's go ahead and do BV04. And then well, 02 is pretty light. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do BV02. Okay. Because my blue, instead of doing like blue, I'll do teal. And so those will... I know I saw your Rainbow Dodo beak. Oh my God, I loved it. Oh, Cherie, I'll see you on the replay. Let's see. My hubby says he's not afraid. That's too funny. Okay, so teal. I'm going to go like a medium teal color. So I'm going to go BG05. Because remember, this is a midtone now, so we're working for midtones here. And I want this blue-green because I really want it to mesh well with my green color that I have going next to it. So I'm going to use BG05, and then I'm going to use, I want to go kind of more greenish, so BG13. And then let's do, did I go? Let's see. Hold on. This is my thought process, you guys. This is how it works. So BG05, BG13. Let's do BG23. And if I need to make it lighter, I will. But that'll give us that kind of green-blue hue to it. All right. So hitting our purples. BV08. Now, you guys, this is super, super, super dark. Okay? Just FYI. Can somebody tag Becca Farr? Bekka. Becca Farr. I know, hopefully she's in the group. Or Sandy, can you DM her with the link for the group so she can watch the live? All right. So again, I'm coloring the wing. I'm going off of the premise that the light is coming from above Mr. Dodo here. Theoretically, his wing would have a teal tip to it, but you know, whatever. That's theoretically. I don't deal in theoretics. Katrina, hello. BV04. I get all sidetracked when people pop on. I'm like, hey, hey girl, hey. So next week, I will not be live on Sunday because I have to drive home from California that day. My uncle is having surgery for throat cancer, so we are going to wish him well, go visit him before his surgery, and so I will be driving home that day. But Sandy Leduhu was voluntold that she gets to color live on Sunday. So next Sunday, Sandy Leduhu will be coloring live in the group for you guys. I'm so excited. I wish that I could watch, but it's probably not safe to watch and drive. But I hope that you guys will all jump on and support Miss Sandy coloring. She's going to be coloring the baby dragons. So obviously she drew the baby dragons, so there's nobody better to color the baby dragons than Sandy. So I'm really, really, really excited for that. All right, BG05. And again, your shadows are always going to be where your shadows are going to be. So you have to think about them in that respect. Oops, that's going to be green. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and shadow around his beak. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh, look at this silly bird. How can you not love these dodo birds? They crack me up. I know it's going to be so much fun. I am actually super jealous of you guys who get to hang out and color with Sandy next weekend because, yeah, that's going to be amazing. But it'll be right here. So invite your friends to the group. You know, let's grow the friends group here, Sweet Sentiment Stamps and Friends. because it's a public group, so you guys can actually share. Because before, the other group is private and it won't let us switch it to public. And so you can't share. So like this video right now, if you click share, let's do a share contest. If you share this video right now onto your personal page, or into a group or anything like that, and you say, I shared, and then tell us where you shared it as a comment, then we will pick a winner. And you will win a Sweet Sentiment t-shirt. That's a good prize, right? You will win a Sweet Sentiment t-shirt. Come on now, that's fun. So say I shared and then tell us where you shared it. So like I shared on my personal page, or I shared in Stamp Junkies, or whatever. Yes, absolutely, Dawn. Yep. So like Dawn is in Australia, and it's early in the morning there for her. So she's probably having her cup of coffee, coloring along with us. And she will be carrying Sweet Sentiment stamps in her shop, so she can share onto like her business page if she wants and say, here's a preview of what's headed to the shop. So that's something that she can do. If you don't have a shop or anything, yep. So Jennifer just shared to her personal page. Cool. So Sandy, can you write down names? Or I can go back, obviously, and read the comments. And then we will put your name into a hat and we will draw. We will draw for a prize. All right, so here's our teal. And then we're going to go green. So G19. I shared Stamp Junkies, the Card Maker's Craft Room, and Stamp Addicts. Wow. Thank you, Dawn. Already on it. I love that Sandy knows what I'm doing. Like she reads my mind. I swear to you. You all should have a Sandy, but you can't have my Sandy. Linda raised her just right, and so she's mine now. That was a good shout out to you, right, Linda Lou Who? But getting the word out is obviously the biggest thing for Sweet Sentiment right now. So sorry that was like a big commercial, and I know we're here like doing the color along and stuff, but you know, the only advertising we have is word of mouth, right? So let's do this. Linda's gonna throw down. I shared on my page because my friends like knowing where I'm learning to color. Well, that's awesome, Leah. I didn't even know you were here. Hi, Leah. This Rainbow Dodo bird is so fun. I just love him. I think he's going to have brown eyes. He's going to be a brown-eyed dodo. Or maybe she. I don't know. Could be a girl. Okay. How fun is this, guys? Okay, so now the reason why I did this super light teal and this yellow is because this green here is like a lime green, and I might even add in a few more colors to bridge the gap on some of these. So this green is going to blend with this yellow just really well. I know you guys are looking at it right now going, yeah, okay. Looks like it's blending super well to me, but I promise it will. You just got to work with it. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my yellow, which is that Y000, and I'm going to come this way into the green. And then I'm going to go back to my green. And then I think I am going to use a like YG01 to kind of bridge this yellow and green together a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. Now we're cooking with grease. definitely a male dodo. Hi, everyone. Yes, Cat, he's a boy, right? We're just going to refer to him with a male pronoun because he's a dude. I mean, just look at the look on his face. Oh, look at that dodo. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So YG01 was the marker that I added. Okay. Now, my BG23, I'm going to go in and transition these so that we have a nice smooth. And you guys see, it's all just about blending. It's color choice and blending. Right? This blending is, I think it needs a hot pink beak. This blending is why I love Copics. Yes, absolutely. You can do this with pencils too, though. Okay, so now I'm going to go in and work on his head just a little bit more because I think his head needs a little bit more definition. Because when you're coloring with no lines, you kind of have to add that in. So I'm going to go back to my darkest, that BG05. And I'm going to add that shadow from his mouth in here. Because I've kind of colored over it a lot. So it's kind of washed out. So I'm just adding some of those shadows back in. Thank you guys for sharing so much. It means so much to me that you're willing to share. And, you know, I just really appreciate it. I know you're trying to win a prize, but it really does help. And I really do appreciate it. Hi, Summer. Oh my gosh. You is alive. I haven't seen you in forever. That's what happens when it's baseball season, huh? All right. Okay, so he looks a little weird with like no eyes and no beak, but check him out. Check him out. All right. So a pink beak, is that what we're looking at? Is a pink beak? Aw, thank you, Dawn. Love you right back. Okay, pink or like purplish pink? Biz page shared. Boom. Dawn. Boom. How much coffee have you had, girl? Did you get it? Don't mind me. 55 and then 32. Where's my 32? There it is. Okay. 0 coffee. Whoa. Sandy, oh my gosh, look. That's funny. Thank you, Mickey. Nona. It's so weird to call you Mickey. Thanks, Betty. And the dragon stamps waiting on money. I know, right? Stimulus check, right? So RV66, 55, and 32. We're going to do his beak. So I'm starting with 66. Dawn, are you learning things? I always ask Dawn. I single her out because, I mean, she colors constantly. And so I like to pick on her because I think she knows pretty much all there is to know about coloring. But she's like me, and we're like consummate students. We always like to learn new stuff. And so I pick on her and say, hey, did you learn anything? These dodos are so much fun. And Dawn and I always learn from each other. We learn lots from watching each other. Same with Sandy. Sandy's the exact same way. We learn lots from watching each other. And that's why I always say we rise by lifting others, because there's room for all of us. You know, we can all color. I encourage you, go watch Dawn color. It does nothing but help all of us. You know, Dawn uses Sweet Sentiment paper, right? So she's going to promote my paper. That helps. And, you know, I encourage you to take classes like from Kitten Cloud or any of that stuff, because you're going to find your own way. And so it's great to learn everything that you can and then develop your own style from there. Next week, I am doing the Dragons Dodos and the new stencil. The new stencil is so fun. I love that plumed mandala. Wait until you see the stencil for May. Swoon. Swoon. How was that for a teaser? You have to wait months now. Oh, look at his pink beak. Silly Dodo. Last night on her live, and she did good, right? Isn't my Sandy Ladoohoo awesome? Her was nervous. And I told her, don't be nervous, because she's adorable. I love that I like possess you now, Sandy. She's my Sandy Ladoohoo. But it's kind of true, because we don't go anywhere without the other. So, okay. So what color for his feet? I kind of think he should have like brown feet. He needs pink feet too, but it doesn't go. I almost think he should have brown, like tan, not like dark brown. Ooh, that was Archie. He scared the holy living heck out of me. What? Wait, what is Linda yelling at? Linda's yelling at me again for stealing her daughter yet again. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. All right, so I'm going to go E55, E31, E30. I know. I love that beak too. Orange would be cool. Orange would be cool. Maybe he's been playing in the mud, Lori. Maybe you're right. I just like to use more markers. That's the thing. So here I am using more markers. You guys should know that by now. If I color it pink, then I have to use the same markers as I did before. There's motorcycles driving past my house. That's weird. It's not a normal occurrence in my neighborhood. All right. There's my dodo that's been playing in the mud. Well, there you go. See, Linda Loo Hoo? That's what you do. if you adopt me, then Sandy and I are sisters, and then it's fine that we're like all clingy and go together everywhere. That's just how that works. All right. And then E30. Here comes Archie back. Did you guys hear that? He sounded like an elephant. All right. So now we have to do his eyes. And funny enough, eyes is actually how I met Sandy. She texted me and said, I want to know how you do eyes. Right, Linda Loohoo? And you wouldn't even have to buy a wedding gift or anything. You would just get a daughter. So Sandy and I were, so she texted me and said, you know, how do you do eyes? And I said, well, I'm cooking dinner, but I'll call you, or we can video chat in a little bit when I'm done. And we video chatted. And for like hours. Right, Sandy? And got to know each other. And the rest is history. We started going steady that day. Hey, Dee. All right, so that was my .03 multiliner. I know, it's so cute. It was just random, and then I invited her. Melanie, you're always at work, crazy lady. Archie, the neighbor's dog is out, so, you know, he's running everywhere. So I have G000. I invited her to go to the Idaho Scrapbook Show, and she did. She came to Idaho, like we'd never met in person before or anything, and she came to Idaho, and it was funny, because my husband's like, what if she's an axe murderer? And her husband's like, what if she's an axe murderer? We're like, I guess we'll find out, huh? And so she stayed at my house, and we went to the Idaho Scrapbook Show, and we had a blast, and we have like literally been best friends ever since. Yeah, ask Leah. She knows. We're totally conjoined at the hip. Like, that's just how it works. I'm going back to my E55. I'm going to come out from the center of his eye and just do little brush strokes. Man, my E55 is dirty. I think I need to replace the nib. And then I'm going to use, I want to use a blue. So I'm going to use B93. It was so funny because she was like, yep, I'll fly to Idaho. And I was like, I'll pick you up at the airport. Both of our husbands are like, what are you crazy women up to? We're like, just being crazy. Leah knows that we're conjoined at the hip, though. She stayed with us at a expo, and it was probably like Mean Girls, because Sandy and I know each other so well that we like, I think half of our language is like, do you remember when? Yep. Oh my God, that was so funny, huh? Totally. And so Leah had like no idea what we were talking about, but Sandy and I knew exactly what we were talking about. Okay. And then I go back to my E. Owls have long legs and chickens too. Oh my gosh. Owls do have really long legs, like freakishly long legs. Going back to my E55 to add some of that texture back into his eyes. And then I'll do another Oh my gosh, yeah. We were so loopy and tired. And yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but dolphins have ears. It wasn't sharks, it was dolphins. Dolphins do have ears. Just in case you're wondering, that's what we were talking about one night. If penguins have knees and dolphins have ears, because we couldn't sleep. And so that's what we were talking about. So I'm going to go back to my multi-liner now because otherwise his eyes look super weird. So I like to add the outline of his eyes in. It just makes him look a little more cartoonish and funny. This is the part, whatever. I can't talk. Don't mind me. Where you guys see that I cannot draw a circle. There we go. Pretty good. Not too bad. I met my hubby online in Emerson's old football chat room. That's awesome. Lena met her hubby online too. So then I go to my white jelly pens. I have two that I use constantly. One that Dawn gave me. I have no idea what the brand of it is or anything. I just know that this is my white gel pen that Dawn gave me. And I just threw the lid. And it has a super fine tip, so I like to use it for things that are really fine. It likes to clog, like all gel pens do. This is not unique to this gel pen. And I put a little dot in his eye, and then I add a little highlight. Okay. I also like to add a little highlight to his beak. And then I sometimes put highlights on the top of their feet. Okay. And there we have it. Rainbow Dodo. I give you Rainbow Dodo. Tagged.com. The social network. Alrighty, tagged.com it is. So there's our Rainbow Dodo, you guys. Was that super fun? Do you love the Rainbow Dodo? I love the Rainbow Dodo. We had a fun time. Yeah, we did. I love the colors too. Super duper fun. Okay, so now we did Rainbow Dodo. So what's the next? Oh, we wanted to do a couple of color morphing dodos. Now, a color morph that I super duper love is pink into yellow. And pink into yellow, I don't know why, but it's super fun to me. And I just love it. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab some pinks. We're going to grab some yellows. Go figure, huh? That was pretty amazing. I don't know what the brand is. You'll have to ask Dawn if she remembers. I believe she got them off of Amazon though. And like the whole point was she got like a whole pack of them that were really inexpensive and they're a fine tip. So they're really, they're great. So thank you, Dawn. Okay, so I want to use, I'm probably not even going to use those RVs that I used. We're going to pull out different markers because that's what you all love to do. So I'm going to use R39 as my shadow. And then I'm going to grab RV19, RV17. Now, the point of color morphing, you have to be careful with your colors. You can't make this pink into like a purple pink. It's not going to work because you have to morph it into yellow. So you have to make this pink into like a salmon color so that your yellow blends in well. So like I said, again, this is all about color choice. So I'm going to go from 17 to 14. And then from 14, I'm going to go to R43. Then with my yellows, I'm going to kind of transition over a little bit. So some of our yellows are going to be in that kind of pinky hue. So if I go from, what did I do? R43. I want this, like, see this YRO2 over here? See how this is like a peachy color? Well, this is like peachy and then this is like salmon. So those will kind of morph into each other. So I'm going to choose YRO2. And then I'm going to start dropping down into my yellows. So I have YR21, and I think I have that one out, yep. And then I'm going to go more yellows, so we're going to go Y06. And then 2, 4, 6, 8. My last one will probably be Y11. Okay. So here's my crazy color blend of a million markers. Can you guys see that? A million markers, okay? So again, we're color morphing, so what's going to happen is all the shadows are going to be this dark, and then all of our highlights are going to be here. So if you want to do every other one, you can do every other one. Like, you don't have to do as many colors as I did. You can choose to do half of these. It's completely up to you and what you're comfortable doing. I like doing a little more subtle approach. So you'll see, sometimes I use the extra markers, sometimes I don't. So yes, the Dodo is from the brand new release. So I'm going to go in with my R39, and I just filled all these. Sandy, be proud of me. And I'm going to go into all my shadows. And I'm going to shadow all this. And if this video cuts off because we're over time, I will start a new one, but I think we still have plenty of time. But sometimes Facebook likes to cut us off because we only get 2 hours to color. I don't know who Zuckerberg thinks he is, but we need more than 2 hours to color, right? Right, Dawn? Because when you start coloring, when you think about it, 2 hours seems like a really long time. But then when you start coloring, 2 hours is not very long at all. So I'm going into all of my shadows where I know all of my darkest shadows are going to be. That's why you couldn't buy the release. 30 refills. The stamp name is What's Up, Dodo? What's up, Dodo? I love dodo birds. Does anybody here play Animal Crossing? Other than me and Sandy? Animal Crossing has the cutest dodo birds in it. You notice I got all quiet? It's concentration, yo. Candy! Aunt Candy's here! Aunt Candy, we need to share codes so that you can come to my island and I can go to your island, and that I can give you cherry trees, unless you've grown a whole bunch of cherry trees since I last talked to you. Yes, Sandy will be coloring. You are chained to your baby. Do you love how all the people are like, when the baby sleeps, you have to sleep? I'm like, no, when the baby sleeps is when I get all my done. It's when it's quiet and I can actually do stuff. My baby did not like to be strapped to me like yours does, though. It's so cute. She has like the little baby carrier. She carries Dom around in like a little baby wrap thing. And my child was not into that at all. He was like, dude, I spent almost 9 months there. I'm like not into being there again. My kid came super early too. All right, there's my shadows. Evan would only sleep on my chest. True. I'm with you on that, Alia. But I loved that. It was so cute. Other than the pool of drool that you woke up with. But that's okay. Small price to pay. Same thing happens when the dog sleeps on you, right? Okay, so you guys see this is not rocket science as of thus far, right? I'm just shading in the bird how I normally would shade in the bird. I know when we talk about a lot of these coloring techniques that it's scary to some people. But really, I mean, just try it. What have you got to lose? I have never colored a Rainbow Dodo before today, and I tried it live on camera with you guys. So I didn't practice. I just did it. You guys saw me pick the colors and everything right then and there. So you don't know unless you try. I mean, it could have been a major disaster, and that's fine because we learn from that too. But the worst that can happen, you guys, is you toss it, right? Like, it's so rare that I ever toss anything, though. I'm going to tell you, I pretty much salvage everything and slap it on a card. Which I know Sandy's laughing at right now because I don't ever, like, slap anything on a card because all my cards take, like, hours to make. But you get what I'm saying. So you don't know unless you try. DaVinci white, gold, silver gel pens on Amazon. There you go. Lying on the couch with him sleeping on my chest, right? Sammy loved her carrier, did she? You got lucky mamas. Lucky mamas. Miss Sammy, how is she? My Apple Watch just told me I need to stand up. Oh, nope, it told me I needed to breathe. My Apple Watch is with you, Faith. It's always telling me to breathe. Faith's always telling me to breathe. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. You'll be all right. And she just randomly texts me, are you breathing? So the other day I got really smart with her and I said, if I wasn't breathing, I'd be dead. And she was like, har, 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 you're so funny. I thought so, though. I'm hilarious. Just ask me. I hardly ever trash, yeah. Fail is first attempt at learning. That's right. Breathing is a bit essential, yes. It is kind of essential. It's one of those things. She's attached to you at all times. Jennifer. Is she like a precocious 6-year-old? Is she one of those ones that's like, why? 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 Now, when you were having babies, Dawn, how's Joshua doing with all of his puzzles? Is he still puzzling? She has, how many, don't you have 3 kids, Dawn? And I use the term kids very loosely because I think her youngest is 30. Did you say that Joshua was? I don't believe it. I don't believe that at all. And Joshua has Down syndrome, and he is the sweetest boy, and he loves puzzles, and he loves old-time movies, like slapstick comedy style Three Stooges type stuff. And so one day I sent him a huge box of candy because, you know, that's what friends are for. They like to hype up your kid while he's watching his movies. And I keep on saying it's time for me to send him another box of candy because he loves candy. Oh my God. You shouldn't do that, Ilya. That's not okay. She asks lots of questions, Jen. That's awesome. I mean, it's awesome to a point. Sometimes you want to choke them for doing that, but it's good that she's curious and inquisitive and wants to know how things work. Look at this dodo, guys. I'm just going through my color blend. Like I said, it's all about color choice. And I'm just going through that color blend piece by piece, color by color, and adding a little bit more each time. I know some of you, I just watched it twice in a row, probably coming on later to draw a toucan for a card, but I'm intrigued into the dodo, right? Your drawing is so awesome. D, I can't, there's no way. See, you guys, though, I'm not an artist. That's why I have Sandy. And Sandy draws baby dragons that are so stinking cute. And don't forget, next Sunday, Sandy's going to be live. I don't know what time. She gets to choose her own time. She gets to choose what works for her and her family and all that good stuff. But she will be live and she will be coloring the baby dragons. And for those of you who have tuned in late, if you share this video, you will be entered to win a Sweet Sentiment t-shirt. So share this video and then type I shared it and tell us where you shared it. So if you shared it to your personal page or if you shared it to a group that you're in, if you shared it with a specific person to see if you could get them to come on to the live. Our point is we really need to grow the Sweet Sentiment Stamps and Friends group. So if you're watching this video and you're not in the Sweet Sentiment Stamps and Friends group, I can't see your comments, first of all. And second of all, go to Sweet Sentiment Stamps and Friends. There's 2 membership questions just because we want to make sure you're not a robot. And you just simply answer the questions and then we approve you into the group and you become part of the Sweet Sentiment family. And you can share all of your coloring in the Sweet Sentiment group. You can, hey, little sister. All right, don't you want to squish him and hear what noise he makes? I'm totally with you, Kirsten. That's funny. Yeah, so we're all about growing the Sweet Sentiment family, making this a fun and positive place for everybody to learn and to get stamps and to support one another and to just be awesome. We have literally the most awesome group on the internet. I know everybody says that, but I really mean it. Our group is so amazing and so supportive, and everybody's here to help answer questions, and it's just so much fun. We have a lot of fun. And we're silly and snarky, and we're very well caffeinated. And those of us that aren't caffeinated help those of us that are. You would sound like the dodos from Ice Age. That's funny. Dodos. Okay, so now that I'm going into more of this orangey yellow, and I'm starting my color morph, I'm going to go back over some of those lighter pinks. So this is where I really start to transition. So before all that, we were just normal coloring. Now we're going to really start our transition over. And notice that I'm rotating my paper so that I can go with the direction that the feathers would be growing. Nobody's actually seen a dodo other than, you know, a skeleton. So I'm just guessing. It's kind of the fun thing about coloring dodos is nobody really knows. They could have been color morphing pink into yellow. You don't know. You just don't know. Oh, look at him. Or maybe this one's a her. Do you think this one's a girl? Dawn, knock that off. You did not have a pet dodo. YR02 and then YR21. That last red was R43. Sorry. Dawn, you crack me up. I had a pet dodo. Oh my god. And then my Y11 into the center for his belly. Okay, so now I'm not just gonna leave him like this because, you know, I like to have a little bit smoother blends than that. So I'm gonna go back into some of my reds and do another coat. And I'm also gonna add some of this yellow. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to this R43. I'm gonna come up from my shadow. And this is how I'm gonna make that smoother transition, right? Because this is that orangey yellow. I mean, salmon-y. You know what I meant. Whatever. I need more coffee. Actually, at this time, I probably need, like, something to drink. Probably don't need it, but, you know. Did you guys all hear about, and he has fur over feathers. It's a girl. Leah, you are a dodo, silly girl. I say that because I know Leah can totally, she'd be like, yep, I'm a dodo. Dodos are my people. We're silly like that. I'm not like insulting Leah. Did you guys all hear about the Sweet Sentiment retreat for my birthday? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm gonna be 40. Weird. I think I'm like 27, pretty sure. Right? Dodo! So now you see, if you layer these colors up, you can totally color morph your dodo from being super pink to being super yellow. Y11. How fun is that? And you can color morph with so many different colors. Kat, you're turning 60. I'm just a youngin'. Renee. So we're having a retreat. It's going to be so much fun. And y'all should be here. Okay, so I'm going to use Y19 because I have it sitting here. I'm going to give him a yellow beak. Or her yellow beak. Because why not, right? The Sweet Sentiment Retreat is in November. It's the second weekend of November, so the 13th. And Y06. And it's here in Idaho. You'd fly into Boise International Airport. And the information is in the group. Sandy, maybe we should bump that again. And oh my gosh, you guys, it's going to be so much fun. Like I said, we're going to celebrate my birthday. So it's going to be wild and crazy. And there's going to be cookies and cheesecake. Shh. You're just 30 twice over, right? That's how that works. And it's going to be such a blast. And I really, really, really would love you guys to be here. There's only, limited space because we have one ballroom in this hotel, so I wanted to keep it small. Small, intimate, an intimate birthday party. But we have amazing instructors. Becky Roberts is going to teach. Oh my God. She's going to teach a flower class. It's going to be amazing. And yeah, there's just so much stuff. I have prizes that are coming from Tim Holtz and Mario. So, obviously like Ranger ink stuff. I have one of the cool Lynn Lily glue guns from Craft Box Girls as a prize. So there's going to be all kinds of raffle prizes. There's going to be just, oh my gosh, you guys, so much stuff. So many classes. There's going to be exclusive stamp sets and yeah, we're going to have so much fun. And the shopping center that the retreat is in, OMG. The shopping center that the retreat is in, it has like Costco and, all of that kind of stuff. But food-wise, so there's a Target there too. So it's in the Target parking lot. And so there's a Sonic, there's an Olive Garden, there's a Qdoba, which is Mexican food. There is... they just opened a Dutch Brothers coffee, Sandy. There is Starbucks too. There is, what's that place called? Chick-fil-A. There's a Chick-fil-A there. There's, did I say Olive Garden? There's a Crumble Cookies. There is, what else is over there? TGI Fridays. The Habit, which is a burger place. There's Blaze Pizza. There is Wingers. Sandy's just gonna live at Dutch Brothers. So there's so much stuff, you guys. There's so much stuff there that it's going to just be incredible. And then shopping wise, there's Kohl's and Target and Michael's and Hobby Lobby. Yeah, in the same place. Yep. There's also TJ Maxx. Yeah, so you're going to want to bring an extra bag because all the swag that you're going to get at the party and all the shopping you're going to do. It's going to be amazing. But yeah, there's a Michael's and a Hobby Lobby in the parking lot. So... and it's all, this is like within walking distance. It's not like you have to Uber anywhere or anything. All of this is like right there. And TJ Maxx, which we all know is the Ray Dunn headquarters. There's a Petco too, and a PetSmart, and a Dick's Sporting Goods, and a I can't think of the name. Sportsman's Warehouse. So it's an amazing shopping center. And if you haven't eaten at the Habit, oh my gosh. And then inside the hotel, there's a restaurant called Burger Theory. Oh my gosh, they have amazing burgers there. So, oh yeah, there's Burlington over there too. That's right, Nona. There's just a ton of stuff in that shopping center. Like, that's why I picked this place, because there was like so much stuff. So, registration is still open, and early bird pricing is still open. That gives you a $50 discount. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. Be there or be square. Look at this dodo. Him's so cute. Okay. If only I flew. Jennifer, where are you at? Can you drive? You can room with people. I have a block of rooms that are... I will do eye color swatches, actually, Ilea. That is going to happen. Oh, Virginia's kind of far to drive. A little bit. A little bit. I'm working on amazing, amazing swag bags for you guys all, too. Like, Jennifer might be a little bit privy to some of the things that are going into the swag bag, just saying. But I'm working on amazing swag bags for you guys. Like, absolutely incredible swag bags. I'm going to make her a girl. I'm going to give her eyelashes. Look it. Dodo just became a girl because she has eyelashes. Amazing how that works out, huh? I know Faith can't wait. Come back to the... Yeah. For real. For reals, yo. Sandy and I will be working the retreat circuit if the retreat circuit ever opens back up. Hopefully we can get like all of the design team here for the retreat though. That would be so much fun. Okay, and then I'm going to show you a little technique that I use to make them glittery. So this is another jelly roll pin, and it's just the clear glitter. And so what I like to do is I brush this on, if it would work. Oh my gosh. Maybe I don't brush this on. Boo. Okay, I have another one. You learn with jelly roll pins that you have to have multiples of them. Okay, so I brush this on. Notice how I'm going the same direction as the feather or hair or whatever it is. And then I use my finger and I kind of smush it. So it takes the lines out of it. And then you end up with glitter everywhere, just so you know. I don't know when I will get back to it. I need to just color them for you, Ilea, and send them to you. I haven't even colored mine, though, so... I have 2 of mine done. And I have the skin on a bunch of them done. I just don't have the actual swatch done. So now you have an uber glittery... I don't know if the camera picks up the glitter. Does that mean we need more glitter? I think it does. There we go. Now even more glitter. So cool. When he's like 18. So you can do these color morphs with like so many different colors. You can do purple into blue. You can do purple into pink. You can do, I mean, so many. You can do teal into yellow if you want. It's just a matter of picking your colors and, you know, really going with it. And, you know, taking your time and blending them out just like we did with this guy. You know, take your time, blend them out, and make them work for you. Because now you can see that he's dried. I mean, those are some pretty stinking smooth blends there. And you just saw I did a couple of extra layers. And doing those layers, you know, really, really changes things. So, here's the dodo birds. I hope that you loved this and all of our crazy shenanigans. I should show you the crafter math of what my desk looks like now. There are Copics literally everywhere. Everybody loves a good crafter math photo, right? So here's our dodos from our brand new release. So don't forget to check out the new release. And Sandy will be live next week coloring with you guys, and she's going to color the baby dragons. So you guys will be in for a real treat with that. I'm so excited. I'll have to watch the replay when I get home because I'll be driving. And thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate it. I will draw a name and post a winner. Right, Ree? Can't wait to get back to coloring. Absolutely. I am going to take my markers with me because I will have a chance to visit with Lena. So, there may be some pictures posted of things that I'm coloring. Thank you, Betty. I appreciate it. And all of you guys for joining. Thanks for the hearts. Thank you so much for sharing. And, okay, go ahead, Ree. That's great. Again, I appreciate it. You guys make me pleased as punch. And I will see you guys all super duper soon. So have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. May the time change not mess with you too much. And I will see ya, I guess, when I see ya. Toodles!